He is none other than Reginald Martinez Jackson here on the Rich Eisen Show. How are you, Reggie?
Hey, Rich, how you doing?
Better for talking to you, sir. What do you think of Aaron Judge, Reggie? He's
how's Susie and the kids doing?
Oh wow, she is doing great. As a matter of fact, when I told her today when I left, she's like, "Who's on the show today?" I said, "Reggie." She says, "Say hi to Reggie." So
well, I say hi to her, and you can too.
I will do that.
All right, buddy.
What do you think of Aaron Judge, Reggie? What do you think of him?
I think the same thing everybody else thinks. I've just seen him since he was 20, so 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I've seen him for 6 years, so he's not a surprise for me. I didn't expect him to hit 30 home runs in the first half, driving 66 in the first half, and hit 320 the first half. But certainly the character, the makeup, the way he carries himself, his leadership skill set. I know his background. I know where he's from. I know his parents. And so I've been around him for, 5 years or more. And so, his makeup is what you really spot right away. And then the skill set and the strength and size is the presence is just there. And he's a gentleman, a leader, lots of content and really smart person. People have, I guess you'd compare him to Jeter with character. We've had a few players that have come through there that have been like that since I've been there for 30. I've been there 30 years. And so you think about a guy like Mariano and player like O'Neill and Tino, and those guys with such big makeup, Posada, Pettit. And so the comparisons for him as a person, are in that realm. And because I've seen him for a long time, seen him develop and grow and mature as a player and as a person. So the fact that I know he's special is, it's not just what I saw in the All-Star game that, or what's happened this year. I certainly did not expect this kind of year out of him, but I did expect the success at the big league level and, the ability to hit 25 to 30 home runs because, we have a small ballpark now, and he hits a fly ball he hits a fly ball for him, a routine fly ball. And there are a few guys I played with that were like that. Strawberry did it. Luzinski did it. McCovey did it. Stargell did it. Dick Allen did it. Harper does it. Trout does it. They hit fly balls for them that come down on the other side of the fence. Balls that aren't hit good, according to them. Mm-hmm. Ballparks are too small for some of those guys. Cabrera, the kid up in Detroit, they hit a fly ball that when it settles and it's missed, it comes down on the other side of the fence. And those guys hit 15 of those. And then if they hit 15 balls good, they hit 30. It's
unbelievable, Reggie. And in this day and age, though, I've had a conversation with fellow Hall of Famer John Smoltz a couple of weeks ago, Reggie, that kids don't mind striking out as much these days. Did you have an all or nothing mentality? Obviously, we all know how many strikeouts you had in your career, but did that matter at all to you? Because there's a lot of hand wringing over it these days.
Well, I think I struck out too much, and I averaged somewhere 2,500 in 21 years is 125 a year. But that's too many. And I think for 162 games, if I would have played him, I'd have averaged 140 something. Mm-hmm. That's too many strikeouts. You can get by with it. This is wow. Hold on, let me take this call from Hal Steinbrenner. I'll call him right back.
Okay, you go.
Hey, Hal, I'll call you right back. It's Reggie. Okay, thank you.
Reg, I mean, seriously, you could take that. I mean, you could put me on hold for the boss. That's okay.
I can't have you hear what I'm saying.
Now, hold on a second, Reggie. Okay. No, hold on. Real quick, though. I would not be doing my job if I didn't ask this question. If that was George back in the day, would you have been able to tell him?
No.
What you just told his son?
No, I'd have hung up on you. I might not even told you. I might not even. I just acted like I wasn't on the phone. No, I'd have hung up.
Oh man!
Now, if that was Hank, I'd have probably got off the phone because he'd have had some choice words for me too.
Okay. Well, maybe Hal's listening to what you had to say about Aaron Judge, which was all positive. But you were saying about strikeouts, Reg.
I struck out too much.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you take Judge for the first 285 times he went to the plate, it's 283 to be exact, and he had 93 hits. He had 93 hits. He had about 24 or 26 homers in the 93 hits. That's 1 in 3. So he had 100 strikeouts.
Right.
He had 93 hits in 183 trips to the plate.
That's crazy talk. It really is.
I had 2,500 strikeouts. 2,597. Let's use 2,500.
Sure. We'll round down.
I had 9,680 at bats, something like that. At 2,600 hits, take the 2,500 strikeouts and the 9,600 at bats goes down to 7,100 with 2,600 hits. That's like 360 or 70 when you put the ball in play.
That's right.
So for guys with that kind of power, and the statistical guys have told me this, had one of the highest averages for homers per hit, more than 1 in 5, like 1 in 4.5. 563 in 2,600 hits is more than 4.5. So you got to put the ball in play. And so it's very important for that. The 200 strikeouts is too many.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit 30 home runs, I'll give you a pass that you can strike out 150. But it's not laughable, I don't think. I think it's something to concern about. There's significant value for the team, the player, the run scored, et cetera, the victories if we put the ball in play. And I'll throw myself we in there.
There you go.
And I was pretty good when it counted. So I want to see the players and our players focus on knocking those down. I'm comfortable. I think Aaron, I'd like to see him strike out 125, 130. That's enough. Because if he puts the ball in play, buddy, it's good for everybody. With the Yankees.
Yeah, sure.
Us and him.
Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, a couple more minutes left with him. I know you're a Steeler fan. What do you think about what the Steelers are doing with Le'Veon Bell, not giving him a long-term deal? Reggie, I know you're out there watching Game Day Morning on NFL Network a lot. So what do you got for me?
I am. I'm concerned about that situation. I want the relationship to be good because I want everybody to be settled on the field. He's got some injury issues, and you've got some issues off the field that you need to be concerned about. So, I'm a huge fan of him and Mike and the Rooneys and all of that. And so I trust what they're doing all of the time. They're about the team, a franchise, and about the city and the brand. They're not about themselves. And I don't think anybody is there. And I think many of the players fall into that. It's the Steelers are that way. Certainly you can see what goes on with the Patriots. You start singing a whole different tune when you play for some of the teams in the NFL. Same way with the Yankees. Frazier comes to us from Chicago. He talks about the franchise. And so those are the things that are very important. So I think it'll work out with Le'Veon. He's an extremely important piece, and we don't know how good we are because we didn't play New England last year with him, and we didn't play Denver with him the year before.
Couple more minutes left with you, Reggie. Do you have any 2 cents on Colin Kaepernick? on what's going on with him in the NFL and Michael Vick? I don't know if you heard him say that he thinks that it would be helpful if he cut his hair. What do you think?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't think your hair has much to do with what you're doing on the football field, but I'm a very close friend with and a tremendous respect for Joe Montana. And Joe seemed to think it had to do with skill set. And I tend to lean toward that. I do think he hurt himself when he made the stand last year because I didn't agree with what he did. It was the wrong situation in the wrong venue. You can't do that. There's too much. I got people my family's been in the service and been injured in the war. And there's so many people that look at the flag as something for freedom and something to stand for democracy and way more than what was going on, with the police force, et cetera. So you can't use the flag in the venue that's not yours with the uniform that's not yours. You got to do that on your own in your press conferences, et cetera, and be sensitive to the venue you're in again. When I'm in Yankee Stadium, I can't say what I feel like saying. If I have problems with what's going on in baseball, with the amount of minorities that are there, which I do, I don't use the Yankee platform for that. I use my own.
Reggie, I appreciate the time. Please come in studio. I know you're in Southern California as well. My house is yours. Please come on in.
What do you think I'm going to do as soon as I hang up?
Call Hal Steinbrenner. Tell him.
I'm on the phone now, buddy.
Okay, take care, Reggie. That's at Mr. October on Twitter.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that, please download our app. There's lots of fun things there other than just more of the videos you just saw. You can call us from the app. You can email us from the app. Just download it. Trust me, you'll enjoy it.